Welcome back. Continuing with corporate conversations, the other one on our radar today is Welspun Enterprises. Fourth quarter saw revenue growth of 24%, EBITDA growth of 35%, margins also expanded. Now, to discuss more on this, we're being joined by Sandeep Garg, who's the managing director of the company. Mr. Garg, good morning. Thank you for joining in. Now, before I get to the fourth quarter, let me just ask you about the full year as well. You'd indicated that you would do close to 4,000 crores of top line in terms of FY25. You've managed to do 3580. What led to this marginal miss, and what is the target that you are projecting for FY26?
Good morning, Amar. So thanks for taking me on the show. Uh, to put the issue in perspective, the guidance for the revenue growth has been in the ranges of 15 to 20% at the console level. And we have returned year-on-year revenue growth of approximately 25%. Now, in terms of the your anticipation of 4,000 crores as a revenue versus the 3,500 odd crores, the rationale was a couple of projects which we ever opened. L1 did not get awarded, and a few projects that got awarded because of the approvals from the statutory authorities or not coming in play could not chug in the revenue. However, the important point was that the EBITDA guidance that we had given was around 700 crores, and we have been able to bring in 730 crores. That means the mix of the segments in terms of the revenue of water and tunneling, which are more value accretive, has been higher than the other segments. So we are very happy that we have been able to return better than the guidance EBITDA growth, as well as better than the guidance of 15 to 20% on the revenue.
So now, keeping this as a base, so 23% revenue growth in FY25 and 730 crore of an EBITDA, what can you do in FY26, top line and margins?
So the guidance would once again, Rima, be in the ranges of 15 to 20% growth on the revenue. However, on the EBITDA side, we see that the skew on the order book at this point in time is in favor of water, and we are trying to be a one-stop shop for all water solutions. In line of that, and if you see the segmental reporting that we have done, water has given EBITDA returns of almost 21%. And tunneling is also another thing which we are focusing on. So we expect the EBITDA margins to be not only in line with what the revenue growth will be, but a lot better than that.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Garg, you had earlier in your previous answer, you mentioned that there were some delays with the projects that you were declared L1 were not awarded at that point of time. Have they been awarded, or do they spill over into the new financial year? And since we are on the subject of orders, what did you end FY25 with in terms of order inflow, and what are you projecting for FY26?
So we had at a console level about the order inflow of about 3,200 odd crores. We are expecting the order inflow, substantive orders, which we did not get last year, to overflow into this year. So our expected order inflows and our execution all put together, we expect the FY26 to close somewhere above 20,000 crores as an order book of unexecuted orders. So the orders will be in the north of about 10,000, 11,000 crores in this year.
And how much visibility?
Across all segments.
How much visibility does that lend to you, Mr. Garg, with a 20,000 crore order book that you're projecting?
So, given that we expect 15 to 20% plus revenue growth, it will give us a visibility of about 4 years of orders. I think the company is on a threshold of growth. So, our attempt to become a water and a niche area tunneling company are now yielding results. We expect that the revenue will grow from these segments much faster than the road, which is the historical company that we were. So my views on the growth, as well as my view on the company, is that we will be kind of breaking into the exponential growth within a year or two, is my forecast at this point in time.
Okay. So just some more color on water, because, when we chatted with, say, KEC International, they did flag off some concerns, particularly on the collection front. Are you facing any such impediments?
So there are temporary, one of the project is seeing temporary delay in payments. I would not say a lot of challenge there. There is a temporary slowdown there in the revenue being or the cash being paid out. All other projects that we have on water are, continuing to pay on time. In fact, before time as well. So as a vertical, we are okay, barring one project.
Okay. I know you said that the water segment margins are higher at 21%, and therefore that will lend a positive bias to your your overall margins in FY26. But the water segment margins in Q4 declined 21% versus 34% year on year. What was the reason for that, and what percentage of your order book and revenue is now water and tunneling?
So the order book is now almost like out of the 14,000 odd crores revenue being the outstanding order book at the year end. About 12,000 crores plus is coming from the water and tunneling. This includes the O&M of about 4,000 odd crores. The road order book is outstanding at this point in time is close to about 1,600 odd crores. So that is why we are very confident of our EBITDA margins being a lot better than in past.
One final question, Mr. Garg. Are you how many projects are you L1 in currently, and how many are you anticipating in the current quarter itself in terms of order inflow?
So I am right now there are no open bids at this point in time where we are L1. However, we are expecting at least one order in this quarter. That is what our plan is. We hope to conclude that order within this quarter or early of the next quarter is what we are targeting.
All right, Mr. Garg, thank you so much for sparing time and joining us today. Wish you good luck for the rest of the year as well. The management there of Welspun Enterprises targeting an order book of around 20,000 crores revenue visibility of over 4 years as that progresses. We take a short break. On the other side, we get to excerpts of our conversation with the management of BLS International. Stay tuned.